From the title, many will believe that this video would be about entrepreneurship. It is not. Though it does involve working for self, but in a way that money has no bearing on it at all. I have listened to many state they'll be glad when they can stop working, preferably for another. The thing is, this same type of person or people tend to not fully understand the complete term of work and the constant nature of it, especially when it comes to self. Many believe that no longer working for another and working on their ideas for businesses is the end-all, be-all. This is not true. You see, as change is constant, one must always be ready as it occurs. This means not lagging behind and always having to catch up to whatever. I have also watched others get lost working for someone else and in the process lose their own identity, of which creates additional worries and problems. Let's just say that you're the grounded one around a person such as described. You will get all sorts of hatred, gaslighting, mood swings, and a host of other negative reactions from an individual that is not engrossed with reality. The whole time you may have foreseen obvious downfalls on the horizon for another, and with attempts to help them steer clear of what would seem obvious, is frowned upon. At this point, minding your own business is the best course of actions from that moment on, no matter how much you care for the blinded individual. Sure, it sucks to see such self-imposed suffering, and it is just that, self-imposed. I have no empathy nor sympathy for individuals or groups that pose self-harm. Look at it from a critical standpoint. Victimhood only feeds those who love victims. And I would like to know what victims get from being victims. I am not referring to victims of others. I am referring to self-victimization. That term, I can imagine, has such a helpless feeling. The lack of power is sickening, in my opinion. It stems from not only doing the work that is constantly in one's own life, meaning to keep that proverbial mirror in hand. The harshest judge is always ourselves, or at least it should be. All said, what has been discussed so far is within every individual's power to be great in their own right. Once that's not addressed properly, then in comes the usurpers of peace, tranquility, and power to capitalize on another's insufficiencies. I just want for most, speaking realistically, for them to become better. Or should I say, I want for them to become better beings, being better. The thing is, they have to want it first. There's no other way for it to be. Disagree? Well, take a look around, and if you like the view, and the view is cool with you, then by all means, go for it and keep up the bad work. No love lost here. Lastly, don't bring that nonsense around me or those of us that know and do better. And that's the reality.